So, it seems highly ironic that you have forced a vote on Monday or Sunday, and then Monday, Julian Assange is, blocked. The extradition was blocked. So, did force the vote force the vote? You change the narrative, right? There's an online army. People are paying attention to the progressives, putting pressure on the progressives, understanding not just the power of the government, but their own power as well. There's pay-go rules had changed, and the establishment was scared in their boots, and the great unraveling, the great unmasking of the boutique left. How come these so-called progressives didn't push for progressive change when we had a moment to do so? We're going to have another moment. We're going to oust Mitch and then put Bernie Sanders up there as Senate leadership. That's a good idea. Isn't that what it's all about anyways? Medicare for all. Come on, it's about Bernie Sanders not being president. So forced to vote had a lot of effects, a lot of changes. So you had forced to vote on Sunday. Julian Assange's extradition is blocked. Is that a coincidence? Probably. But, maybe there's a butterfly effect. Maybe. So, bad news, but not totally bad news. Okay, so Julian Assange, his extradition is blocked, so that means Julian Assange is not going to be tried in America, which he wouldn't have got any justice in this country whatsoever. It's about power and wealth. It has nothing to do with justice at all. And so, the Justice Department is still pursuing charges. The Justice Department used to be Bill Burr, but he was fired. Now it's Jeffrey Rosen. So Jeffrey Rosen, the U.S. Justice Department, is still pursuing charges against Assange. They rejected the extradition because they said the prison conditions are dog shit in America, and Julian Assange's mental health has deteriorated, and he will probably kill himself if he comes to America. So, fantastic, right? Yeah, yay, America. We have shitty prisons because we treat each other shittily. And that is why Julian Assange will probably eventually go free. Now, the Judge Vanessa, the same judge that says, no, Julian Assange, you do not have to go to America to get extradited, to get tried for whatever. And the 17 espionage charges, he's looking at 175 years in jail. But there's another part. So that was 2 days ago. The United States has 14 days to appeal this decision. So the U.S. Justice Department, Jeffrey Rosen, has 14 days to appeal the decision. Apparently they're still pursuing the charges. And so Judge Vanessa said that Julian Assange has not won the case yet. The case hasn't been won yet because he has to beat the appeal. He still has to beat the appeal. And so for Judge Vanessa, she felt that if she released Julian Assange, he would not return, which is probably a safe assumption. Would you return? So if Assange were released, she didn't think that he would return for the appeals decision. So the United States has 14 days to appeal. I don't know if an appeal has been put out there, but she's still holding on to him. So apparently they're given 14 days to do it. And on the 14th or the 15th day, if appeal has not been put out there, if it has been put, then that means we're going to have one more fucking hearing, and we better get to it in January. Fuck, you made the decision not to extradite. Now we're going to wait. He's already been. A decade? He's been, basically confined for a fucking decade. I think he's been punished enough. If, he actually did anything wrong, which I don't think he did. So, the last two things I want to mention is that the Mexican President Obrador said that Julian Assange could go there for asylum. So that's nice, right? The Mexican president is offering political asylum to Julian Assange. Obrador, and then the Australian Prime Minister, which is his home country, Scott Morrison. Scott Morrison said that Julian Assange can return home after all the legal proceedings are over. So Scott Morrison says you got political asylum in your own nation. Mexican President Obrador said he's got political asylum in his own nation. So if Julian Assange can just beat this appeal, if he can, either make sure they don't file the damn appeal or beat the appeal hearing, then he's a free man. So we're almost there, very close, and I'm confident that we'll beat the appeal, and But I don't know. I don't know. Because she went on and essentially said that the case against Julian Assange was right, but because of his, health, his mental health combined with America's, shithole conditions, that it was just no way that she would allow something like that to happen. And so, yeah, I don't know if she's pulling for America or what's going on with the Justice Department, or if appeal's been filed, or when the next appeal hearing is. But this is the end. We're getting very, very close. After the appeal fails, because if the appeal passes, then there'll be another fucking hearing. So we got to win the appeal. But after we win we beat the appeal, Julian Assange goes free. So hell yeah. And then we'll have to worry about Leonard Peltier or Mumia Abu-Jamal, reality winner. Incredible. Donald Trump pardons all his criminal fucking buddies, war criminals and shit, but good fucking people who, stand up for the truth, like Julian Assange, he don't pardon. It's almost like Donald Trump and the truth are just the exact opposite. 50,000 lies for 2 fucking months he's been lying, and today is the 4th day of the 4-day shit week. They're going to try to coup d'etat. You got 140 House representatives and 11 senators who's going to object to the Electoral College. Anyways, peace.